If I gave you $1 million to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, you'd 100% do it. $1 million is a big reason to wake up, even if you're going to be a little bit tired and a little bit groggy. Waking up early comes down to two things: pain and reward. And most people do not have any guaranteed reward for waking up early. Like, no one's going to give you $1 million for getting out of bed. So there's no reason for you to get out of bed, or at least that's what your brain thinks. And the pain of getting up and like getting out of bed is very fucking high. If you know that you have to get out of bed and then get dressed and then go to a job that you hate, with co-workers that you don't like, and with customers that you have to deal with, and the fucking boss that disrespects you, your brain wants to avoid that pain and just stay in bed. Especially if it's a cold day, or if if you're a little bit sleep deprived, if you had less sleep, your brain wants to stay where it's comfortable and avoid pain. So when I was in sixth form, which is the equivalent of college in the UK, I would never wake up early. In my brain, there was no reason to get out of bed. Like, most of my classes started at around 10 a.m. So all the time before that, I had no reason to get out. Like, sure, I could study and I could do things, but that was like, in my mind, that didn't fucking motivate me to get up and work. That was more pain that I wanted to avoid. And for me, like, I was very pain avoidant during that time. So if my like room was cold and my bed was warm, I'd stay in bed because I didn't want to get cold. If I felt a little bit more tired, I'd stay in bed and I'd sleep for longer. There was nothing that motivated me to get out of bed. But on the days when I had to get to school at like 8 a.m., that's when the reward kicked in, which is like, if you go to school and if you get there on time, you won't get kicked out. Like, your reward is you're not getting kicked out of school. And the pain of like, oh, I'm going to be a little bit tired, it didn't really matter because I had to get the reward of not getting kicked out. And if I didn't have that like reward of not getting kicked out, I wouldn't have fucking woken up because there was no reason for me to go to school. I didn't like the work. I thought it was painful. I didn't like it was boring. I didn't want to do it. And there was no reason to. There was no reason to wake up, but there was tons of reasons why I should avoid waking up, because waking up was painful. At least like getting out of bed was painful. And the thing is, once I started to work for myself and work on my own businesses, that's when I realized that the pain of getting out of bed isn't actually pain, it's the reward. Like, getting out of bed and working as soon as you can in the morning, that's the reward. The pain is staying in bed and wasting your time. If you can focus and if you can work and if you can make progress towards your goals, that is the reward. When I work, I make money. When I make money, I am happier because I want more money. It's pretty fucking simple. As soon as I made that connection in my mind, that's when I realized, oh, the reason to wake up is because I like working, because I get something out of it. When I was in school, there was no reason for me to work because I hated work and there was no reward for working. So I just avoided it. If it's the same thing for you, if you're working a job that you don't like right now, but you have to get up and work for, your reward is basically that you get a little bit of money and you don't get fired and you have like steady income. Ask yourself this, like, what is your priority in life? Is it to genuinely sit in bed and like recover and rest and be comfortable and not like have any pain? Or is your priority to make money? Either lay in bed for like an extra few minutes or wake up and make money. What's the most important thing for you right now? If you said that you need to make more money and you want to like quit your fucking job and you want to stop working with the people that you hate and actually make money yourself from the comfort of your own house and have income while you fucking sleep, then maybe you should focus on doing things that get you there. You need to remind yourself that your reason for waking up early is so much bigger than the pain. Like, sure, if I told you that if I gave you $1 million, if you woke up at 4 a.m., you'd do it because the reason is so high. Even though you'd be a little bit tired, you'd still do it. So obviously no one's going to give you $1 million, but if you believe that the work you're going to do is going to get you more money and going to get you that $1 million eventually, then your brain is going to convince you into thinking, oh fuck, yeah, that's my reason, that's my why. And there was this quote by this like famous philosopher or author, I don't know like what he specifies as, but Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why can bear almost any how." And what that basically means is that if you have a strong enough reason to do something, you will go through fucking hell and back to do it. It doesn't matter how much pain you go through, if you have a strong enough reason, you will go and do it. This is so stupid, it even applies to fucking Minecraft. Like, you know how mining obsidian is boring and like no one wants to mine obsidian in Minecraft, but you have to do it? If you want to make an enchantment table, you will go and be bored for like the next, I don't know, 5 minutes while you're sat there mining obsidian just so you can make an enchantment table. Like, you're Your why is I want to make an enchantment table, so I need obsidian, and then your how is fucking sitting there with one button on your, like, one figure on your button for 30 seconds, just mining obsidian. Like, you need to figure out like your genuine why though, like your genuine reason. Like, sure, making more money is nice, but why are you making this money? Why do you need the money? What's like deeper underneath that? Like for me, I want to get rich because I want to start a family. I want to own my own land. I want to have like control over my own life. And I do not want to be someone else's slave. Like, I don't want to work for anyone. I want to have as much freedom as possible. And I know that starting a business will basically get me there. If I make my own business, if I have my own income from like inbound sales, then I can fucking do anything I want in life and I'll just get money coming into my bank account. That's my reason. Your reason is probably something similar. Like, you probably want to start a family. You probably want to own your own land. You definitely don't want to be someone else's slave. Like, you want to work for yourself. But you need to define exactly, like, why are you doing this? If you can figure out in your mind, why are you doing this? Then every single morning, when you struggle to wake up, or when you're starting to think like, man, fuck, I'm tired, and I'll just sleep another hour in bed, remind yourself why you're doing it. Remind yourself that you're working towards that goal, that you're working towards that dream, and genuinely believe that you can achieve it. If you have a reason, but you don't genuinely believe that you're going to work for it, it's the same thing as just not having a reason. If you think, like, for an example, if you're training to become an MMA fighter, like join a UFC, and every time you train, you think to yourself, fuck, I'm really shit at this, I'm never going to make it to the UFC. It doesn't matter how hard you train, you will never fucking make it because you're not, like, your brain isn't in it, like your heart isn't in it, basically. If you have a reason and you genuinely believe that you want to do it, like, for an example, use the UFC one again. If you're saying to yourself like, oh fuck, I really need to make money, I'm going to join the UFC because like I'm going to make tons of money, and then like I'm going to retire my family, and then I don't know, like my kid has got cancer or some shit, and I need the money so I can pay for his treatment. Then you're going to train really fucking hard, and you're going to do everything you can to make sure you join the UFC. You need that same sort of reason every single day, and you need to remind yourself that if you do this one thing, which is just waking up and working straight away, then you'll achieve your goal. And the cheat code to actually waking up early every single day is just get a loud ass fucking alarm on your phone. Put it for like, I don't know, 5 a.m. Like for me, I put mine on 4:55 a.m. Get some RGB lights that go around your room. Put them to start, like make sure they turn on at like 3 minutes before your alarm. So for me, my lights will go orange at 4:52 a.m. and then at 4:55 a.m. my alarm will go off. My alarm is on the other side of my room, so far away that I have to get out of bed and then walk over to it to turn it off. I live in a house with my family, and I need to turn that fucking alarm off, otherwise I'm going to wake them up. So I have a lot of fucking reason to get out of bed. Not only that, I'm constantly reminded of my goals and the shit that I want to achieve, because as soon as I wake up, I work, and I know what I'm working towards. I have the exact protocol that I use for like getting to sleep and then waking up in my program. So if you want to join that, then just fucking join the program. It's the first link. My student Anze actually made his first £100 on the weekend, like after his first weekend of joining. So like it already works for him. It's going to work for you. If you're interested, join that. Click and watch the video. Goodbye.